Good day to you, partner. I'm Guy, and I can already tell that I'll be your best friend in this forsaken camp.
Hey guys, Wheat Solo here, aka the Skeleton King. I'm not even going to talk about what we're doing. Why? Because you can see what we're doing. What am I doing now? I'm showing you how bad my gear is. Now, actually, anyone with a keen eye would have seen that inventory screen earlier on, and how good some of that gear may look. And you are correct, that gear is very good. By the way, this is the best way to kill off your merc. It is incredibly useful. What is this little screen showing you? Do not be dumb, open up a PvP zone, and then go, why can't I do Ubers? Or else you're going to have to do it like I did and resummon your council members. Now, why do you kill off your merc? You have to kill off your merc because your merc is going to freeze bodies and you're not going to be able to get council members. Now, you can rehire your merc, and you probably should do that. And also, you should go with an Act 3 merc because it will help keep your council members alive a little bit longer. Please do that, okay? Just do not have your Act 3 merc alive for when you're trying to get your council members because you're not going to get enough. And council are that good. Now, why did I not have a merc? This isn't really about how good it can be or how realistic it is. Because like I said, my gear is incredibly good. Those are water walks, a storm shield, a whiz spike, a good necro circlet, enigma, train gloves. But that's kind of appropriate. A lot of players can get a train glove early on for +2 curses. But I just wanted to get a realistic amount of skills. I did want to hit 125 FCR and cap all my reses. Now, why are all my other defensive stats so high? It was kind of just the gear I had on and the gear that was readily available. And my objective here, again, I don't have a merc. My objective is just to see how good council members are. And you're going to see how good they are in a moment. Here's Mephisto. And you might as well already wave goodbye to Mephisto. So I want to talk to you real quickly about why this build is so important. Hydras. Obviously, you know, council members are good because of Hydras. But there's something else that is really good about council members and Hydras, is they can deal damage off screen. Now, right now, my council members were casting, and now they're starting to attack in melee range. So what you should actually do, and I think the optimal way to play this, you see how quickly he dies? Is your council members are more important than anything else in this game. In fact, you could probably die and still do Ubers as long as your council members aren't dead. I guarantee you that. You should do that in your game. Risk your life over the council members, and trust me, it'll go very well. You should probably even wait a little longer. As you notice, I waited a bit because I wanted the poison to run off, and I just wanted the monster regen to heal up my minions a little bit. But what you should do is, when you're fighting Mephisto, is run away further. Okay? They don't regen anymore, and the Hydras will still cast quite a ways off screen. So even if, let's say, you go a little too far away, a little too quickly, and your Hydras despawn, or you don't cast, that's okay. Why? Because you can go back in, let the council member recast, wash, rinse, and repeat. Now, technically, that's going to be a little slower, but you have a couple of benefits there. For one, you're probably going to have your Act 3 merc still alive, so he's going to heal up your summons. And then you're going to have the council members, or more of them left for Baal, and then even more of them left again for Diablo. Now, this little Baal section is really important, because a lot of people are going to know this fight and how annoying it is for either for an Uber to get trapped inside of a house. Now, Baal can be very annoying. Mephisto's not too bad because he's going to run to you. And Diablo's the worst because Diablo, a lot of times, won't even try to run towards you. He'll just stand there and cast spells. But the council members can actually cast the Hydra LOS. They don't care. They can just cast it whenever and wherever. So you don't even have to be LOS of Baal for them to cast their Hydras. So what you can do is have Baal in the house or yourself in the house. Let them do their work. Now, when I was lower resisted, as you noticed later on, once too many spells were casted, the council members running in the melee range, there was lower res up. I should have ran away then. Like, you see how quickly Baal dies? It's worth it. So even if you waste a little time, I should have ran away, let lower resist fall off, and then go back in to finish off Baal to have more council members alive for Diablo. Now, right now, you're going to see the last Hydra despawn. My council members are all gone. But if you look, Diablo's already almost at 60% health. That's how good just a few council members were and how quickly Diablo went at the beginning. And from here on out, it's going to get a lot slower. Why? I'm just going to start getting overrun by ads, and honestly, I didn't play that well. Diablo's kind of frustrating because how you do Diablo in Ubers is basically different from the other bosses. Why? Mephisto dies pretty quickly, and his AI is easy to control. So even if you start to get overrun by ads, you can just pull back, he will follow you, and you can get to a new zone. Diablo might not do that. And it's really, really annoying. And the worst thing is Diablo gets stuck on the other side of this wall eventually, and from that point on, he basically never moves until he's about to die. Bale, on the other hand, you may go, well, Keith, what if Bale does the same? Well, the thing with Bale is he doesn't summon ads, so it's usually not a problem that you can't get him running around. If you get stuck in a house, it can be a little annoying just because the fire chip, but again, you can deal with it. Just stomp on him and run away. So what I finally start to do is, and I should have done this earlier, is I stomp Diablo, and I obviously switched to amp. It took me a while to put that because I didn't have a key bound. You should have your amp key bound, and you can also run Curse Mastery over a final dump in the LR. I'll talk about skills in a moment. But how you should approach Diablo if your council members are dead is you go, instead of being full defensive, you go full offensive. If you're going to run away, summon revives. I wouldn't worry about which ones you get. Just get revives, stomp Diablo, run to the side, wash, rinse, and repeat. I keep trying to pull him out still, and now I think, yeah, about now is about the time where I finally give up trying to pull him, and I'm just going to stomp him, run away, port, summon, stomp him, run away, port, stomp him. And I think sometimes I teleport away a little too quickly. Just basically monitor your own health, adds around you, and how many summons you have left alive, and then just keep doing that. Now, any player may go, it seems dangerous. Again, your gear is very defensive. Wheat Solo, I can't do that. I promise you, you can. But I will say, of course, like, you know, feel the situation and your own gear limitations. At some point, you see how many ads are on the screen now. Maybe now it won't be worth it for your gear to go in anymore. So at that point, what you're probably going to have to do is pick one side, start to slowly kill ads, and then hopefully Diablo is not in range, or once he is in range, run away, because he's going to start summoning more, and eventually you're either going to kill enough ads on that side, or Diablo will finally run towards you. And that's just Diablo and Uber until your gear is better, is he might just be a fucking annoying bitch and take forever to kill. And there you go, he's dead. So here, I'm just going to show you, if you have mages, you're going to want to go to a different zone first, get any revive, do not summon mages, because any cold might shatter the corpses, and you won't get your 8 council. And remember, this build is all about council. What is the skill distribution? Really simple. You're going to go revives plus desecrate on both builds. I'll go into something different real quickly later. And then for the first build, you max Clay Golem, you max Golem Mastery. You get all 1-point wonders as necessary. Again, you can always save points on Bone Armor if you want, based on your gear, or you can just put points into Bone Armor, etc. Any 1-point abilities you should get. I'm only using Blood Warp, I'm not using Blink, so of course you get that. Please don't be stupid, guys. I don't want to hear you complain about how I didn't say get Blink, I mean Blood Warp, because that's on you. For the other build, you just replace Clay Golem and Golem Mastery with Mages and Skeletal Mastery. Now, I still recommend putting 1 point in the Golem Mastery. I never summon a Golem. I probably should have. It would have helped. And both builds, I dump LR. I wouldn't recommend that. Well, it depends. If you're confident on your ability to play defensively and prioritize council member safety, LR probably is the better dump. If you're a little worried about your ability to prioritize council safety and defensiveness based on your own, either your unwillingness to do it or whatever, then, you know, feel free. Go with Curse Mastery. It'll still increase radiuses, but it will also boost amp a little bit, give you the option to cast Weaken, decrep the ads, etc. And by the way, just take a notice of this, about how the damage can scale with Hydras, even with how little council I have left. Actually, I still have quite a few at this point, but I'm going to start to lose them really quickly. The damage can really wrap up once they're done casting Hydras. So what's the problem with this kill, and why don't I finish it off? My council members die too quickly. What I should have done is I should have ran away right now. My council members took too much damage trying to get Bale isolated. Now there's lower resist up. There's a second Bale, and then boom, they all die basically right there. I just lose 2 more, and then I'm going to lose 2 more really quickly. Like, I could have saved these ones at least. I don't do it. More council member die. I suck. So that's how important it is. Now, one class quick note, there's one other way you could build it. You could put the points into Desecrate on the mage version into your, your Golem Mastery. And that would probably be a better build overall. but I still think Council are so good. That's why I recommend the first version, where you do have the spare points to get Desecrate. But just having the ability to cast golems at any point is going to help your mages out. And for the mage version, it might be better to actually take points away from Desecrate and put them into Golem Mastery. That's it for now. What I'll do is right now just put on the screen each build, all 3 variants, and try them out. Please let me know. This is by far the best way to do budget Ubers. Skeleton King out. GG.
Come and play with us, Daddy. Forever.